Hold this open.
Hi all, and welcome back. I, like a lot of people, watched Andor Season 2 and absolutely loved it. After that, I needed more Star Wars. But there aren't that many great options on the gaming side, so I kinda had to go back to Star Wars Outlaws from Massive Entertainment and Ubisoft. So far, it's actually been a positive surprise. But that's not what this video's about. Today, I want to talk about what's changed since launch. When Outlaws first came out, I think we can all agree it was a mess. An absolute mess. The story got some praise, and the world building too, but stealth felt clunky, the combat was too basic, speeders were hard to control, the AI was either brain dead or laser accurate, and the bugs and performance issues were everywhere. Luckily, the devs stuck with it, and they've rolled out a bunch of patches since. I'll go over the biggest issues and what's actually changed. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments and I'll check it out. Stealth was one of the biggest problems early on. It felt punishing, with players often failing missions after just one mistake. Enemies spotted you way too fast, and missions like False Flag gave you almost no room to recover. It's a lot better now, though yeah, still a little weird at times. One of the first fixes made enemy vision cones more forgiving and added clearer hiding spot indicators. A later patch got rid of most of the instant mission fails, so getting caught doesn't automatically mean restarting, and I hated that, so this was a big fix for me. They also added a visual cue when someone starts to detect you, giving you a second to duck out or fight back. And in city stealth zones, you can finally pull out your blaster instead of being locked into pacifist mode. This completely changes how you can approach stealth. You're no longer punished for taking risks. That said, you can still tell the game was built around trial and error. If you mess up, the game just floods you with enemies, so don't expect deep stealth systems or perfect design. But if you go in with the right mindset, it's way more fun now. Speeders were another headache. At launch, even tiny rocks could send you flying, and you could only shoot while riding if you activated a special ability. The controls felt twitchy, and the camera wasn't doing you any favors. Massive reworked the handling, and improved how speeders deal with terrain. Collision was tuned so you're not thrown off by every bump. Later updates fixed bugs like getting stuck when dismounting on steep slopes, and yeah, the latest patch finally lets you shoot freely while riding. Turns out, being able to shoot back while getting shot at is kinda useful. Who would have thought? Mounted combat now works how it always should have, and those tiny rocks? No longer your worst enemy. The AI was also just horrible. Enemies were either just standing there or hitting you with perfect aim. Over time, Massive improved how they react to things like grenades, smoke, and suppression. They take cover better, try to flank, and even use speeders more believably during chases. So fights feel more dynamic now. Still not flawless, but way more engaging than before. Performance at launch? Rough. And that's the nicest way I can say that. Some players couldn't even start a new game without crashing. Early patches cleaned up a lot of those issues, fixed GPU crashes, improved stability, and sorted out cloud platform bugs like the Ren Poly Station crash. More recently, they patched a crash tied to HDR and FSR3 on PC. Now the game runs a lot more consistently across platforms. Frame pacing's better, crashes are rare, and while it's not perfect, it's definitely not the mess it was at launch. Visually, it had problems too. You'd see pop-in, flickering shadows, and lights disappearing way too early. That's all been tightened up. Distant lights stay visible, textures are sharper, and color banding in the sky's been fixed. PC players now get DLSS 4 and FSR 3.1 support. PS5 Pro finally has a real 4K quality mode. The result? A cleaner, more stable look, especially when you're moving fast or looking far into the distance. Accessibility and UI also saw big improvements. At launch, the subtitle arrow was off, and control options were limited. Now you've got large and bold fonts, high contrast themes, narrated menus, and customizable control presets, including separate setups for Kay and her speeder. They also added a stronger aim assist, cleaned up colorblind settings, and split the audio sliders so you can balance game sounds and ambience properly. So yeah, it's a lot more playable no matter how you like to set things up. So, Star Wars Outlaws has come a long way, and I'm actually looking forward to giving it a real shot this time. How about you? Did you try it at launch, or are you still waiting? That's everything. A bit of a longer video than normal, but a lot has happened since launch. If this was helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.